All right, let's talk money. So this next activity is going to be a coin game where you are collecting coins and adding their value in order to get a dollar. And then you can keep going to $2, $3, $5, $10, and so on. So the first couple questions I have for you is why is it important to count money? And why do we collect money? So I have a couple thoughts. But I want you to think about it, and maybe you can go ask your parents or your cousins or your aunts, your uncles, your siblings, and try to figure out, well, why do we care about money? But I'm sure that you know a lot of reasons. You know that you should have savings, and we talk about that as you get older. You want to have savings and save your money for things that you want to do in the future. There are gifts that you want to give people, there's gifts you want to give yourself, and then there's needs that you need, right? Like buying food, buying clothes, buying a place to live. I know that Mrs. Masakia right now would love a new pair of running shoes, but I have to think about how much money I have, right? So I think, do I have enough for the shoes that I want? Do I want to spend that much money? So just thinking about it is important. And then when you're going to the store, being able to count money right there to make sure that you have enough to buy, but also that when you give the cashier your money, that you're, if you need change, that you're given the right amount back. So it's important. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll look over here. We're going to talk about this fancy word called an equivalency, okay, being equal in value. So we're going to be exchanging coins that have the same value, okay, and to exchange would be to trade. Okay, so a coin equivalency would be like, well, I have a dime. What other coins could I have to equal the same amount? So a dime is worth 10 cents. So I know I have 10 cents. What other coins can I use to match that value? Well, I could pull two nickels, right? Two nickels, 5, 10. That would also be equivalent to my dime, 10 cents, 10 cents. I could also pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies and a nickel. Oh, squeeze it in there. That would also be equivalent to my 10 cents, okay? So all of these, this together, 10 cents. This dime, 10 cents. These two nickels, 10 cents, okay? Pull that up over here. Same thing here, 25 cents. What is another way that I can make 25 cents? Well, I can pull my two dimes and a nickel, yep. There you go. 10, 20, 25. Okay, and there are lots of different ways to do this, but that's the start. So let me get rid of this guy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use a dice for this game. Well, just one die. And you can make this yourself in your journal. It's just to sort of keep track of how much money you collected. So we are going to start by collecting $1, and then you can challenge yourself to spend $1. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll the dice, and I got 2. So put that here. So I have 2 cents. Okay. I'm starting with 2 cents, so now we're going to continue to add on to what we have. So I had 2 cents, and now I'm going to roll on. So I'm going to roll my die, and I have 6. So that means that I have 6 plus 2 is, yep, 8. So I have a total of 8 cents. And what you can be doing is collecting coins. So if you have some change or some coins around, you can collect it as you go. So I rolled a 2, so I have 2 cents. There's my 2 pennies. Well, then I rolled a 6. How can I make 6? I could pull out 6 pennies, which would be fine. I can do that, but that's going to take a while. Is there another way that I can make 6? 5, 6. Okay, so now total, do I have 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 8 cents. Great. All right, so I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to get my die, and I'm going to roll it. There you go, and I've got 3. Okay, so I now have 8 cents. That's how much I started with. Okay, so now I have 8 cents. I took my 8 and I rolled a 3. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to pull out my 3 cents. So in total, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can I exchange any of these coins for another coin? Because all of these pennies in my pocket are going to get really heavy. I'd rather carry less number of coins, but with the same value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, can I exchange 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Exchange my 5 pennies for a nickel. Yeah, and then it's easier to count too. 5, 10, 11. So I now have 11 cents. Okay, and I'm just going to keep going. So now I'm starting with 11. And I need to kind of make my little 11 cents. Okay, so now I know that I have 11 here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and roll my die. 3. There you go. So 11 plus 3, I would have 14 cents. So as you go through, you'll create all of these. So then you go through and you say, okay, well, I just rolled a 3. So I'm going to pull my 3 out. Can I exchange anything? Oh, can I? What could I do here? 5, 10. Oh, I don't need to carry 2 nickels in my pocket. I can pull out my dime. So now I have a dime, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 cents, right? And you're just going to keep going and collecting your coins as you go. Roll the dice and add it together. If you want, pull out 2. Maybe you want 2 dice. And you roll them. So now what you'd have to do is add it together. So now you're challenging yourself a little bit. 4 plus 2, 6. So now I rolled a 6. So now it's the numbers are gonna get bigger a little bit more quickly. So now I have 5, 6. So I added that. Can I exchange any of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes, I can. So I'm gonna exchange my 5 pennies for another nickel. So now I have a dime, nickel, nickel. So I've got 10, 15, 20, 20 cents. Oh, can I exchange those? Yep. And as you're playing, use the vocabulary words. Say exchange. I am exchanging my 2 nickels for 1 dime. And now I have 20 cents. So I'm going to go over here. And I know that I had 14 cents. Took my 14 and I rolled a 6. So now I have 20 cents. And you'll want to make sure you go in and you draw your cent sign so you know where you are. Okay, and you're just going to keep collecting until you get $1, and then you can challenge yourself to go further. $2, $5, $10, and keep going. All right, well, good luck. I hope you can collect $1. Don't spend it.